Background information. Homelessness in America is a crisis that has been going on for years and has only gotten worse as time goes on. Quote, before the foreclosure crisis and recession began in 2007, an estimated 2.5 to 3.5 million people were homeless each year. Since then, things have gotten much worse. In 2011 alone, on average, cities across the country reported that family homelessness increased by 16%, unquote. Boston Areas 515. The housing crisis and recession of 2008 led to millions of Americans losing their homes and becoming effectively homeless. This isn't one of the main causes in America to homelessness, but is a contributing factor as to why homelessness has been on the rise, among other things. Thesis statement. My thesis statement is that more policies and services should be implemented by the government to alleviate homelessness in downtown Atlanta, specifically permanent supportive housing. Definition of homelessness. The definition of homelessness, according to the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration, is, quote, an individual or family who lacks a fixed, regular, and adequate nighttime residence, unquote. Homelessness doesn't just come in one form, though. There are 4 different types of homelessness: chronic, transitional, episodic, and hidden. For the purposes of my research paper and this presentation, I focus specifically on chronic homelessness. Causes of homelessness. There are a lot of causes to homelessness. Quote, scholars, healthcare workers, and homeless advocates agree that 2 major contributing factors are poverty and a lack of affordable housing, but they add that hard-to-treat psychiatric issues and substance use disorders also often underlie chronic homelessness, unquote, Powell. Poverty and lack of affordable housing aren't the only 2 causes of homelessness, however. Some other causes include domestic violence, racial inequality, health, unemployment, etc. Economic and social benefits. The first reason for implementing policies and services to address homelessness in Atlanta is significant economic and social benefits. Homelessness excludes those who are from society and from forming social connections, as well as continuing this cycle of homelessness and poverty. Being able to provide stable housing and services like rehab and addiction treatment, mental health services, job support, etc., is a really good and effective way to help ease individuals and families suffering from homelessness back into society. This influx of individuals also boosts the productivity of the economy by having more people entering the workforce again and spending their money on a vast variety of things. Moral responsibility. The second reason for implementing policies and services to address homelessness in Atlanta is a moral responsibility. Everyone deserves access to a stable and safe housing, and not having access to that is a violation of civil liberties. By having mandatory policies and services implemented in Atlanta, they uphold the city and the state of Georgia's responsibility to protect and provide for its citizens and their welfare, as written in the Constitution. Providing stable housing not only gives those who are homeless somewhere to lay their heads, but also sets them up with others in the same situation as them and provides them with a chance to bond and build a community. Prevention of chronic homelessness. The third reason for implementing policies and services to address homelessness in Atlanta is the prevention of chronic homelessness. Having policies and services in place prevents the cycle of homelessness from continuing by nipping it in the bud. Permanent supportive housing, parentheses PSH, is specifically something that can be implemented to prevent chronic homelessness. According to the Coalition for the Homeless, quote, prior to New York City in the 1980s, permanent supportive housing has now been proven to be a successful and cost-effective solution to the homelessness crisis. The supportive housing model combines affordable housing assistance with vital support services for individuals, unquote. Current solutions. Currently in downtown Atlanta, shipping containers have been turned into homes for previously homeless people. It's called The Melody and is considered permanent supportive housing. The Melody is outfitted with a dog park, turf, potted plants, and more. It provides housing, stability, and community for those in need. The houses in The Melody are small, quick, and most importantly, they're cost-effective. They also provide their residents with counseling, mental health and substance abuse therapy, housing guidance, and case therapy. Conclusion. In conclusion, homelessness in downtown Atlanta is a very complex issue, but implementing programs like supportive housing, among other things, can have huge benefits for the city of Atlanta and its citizens. Ending homelessness is a lot easier said than done, but with the help of the government and destigmatizing homelessness, I believe that it can be achieved. We're excited.